A very good evening to our viewers around the world, and once again, welcome back to Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. It's a big game coming up. ESSEX taking on Yorkshire. It should be a cracker of a game, match number 3 of the tournament. We don't have much time on our hands. Let's head down to the center where we got Awais Ali alongside 2 captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Well, it's a beautiful evening here in Abu Dhabi, and we're all set for match number 3 of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. We're supposed to be having a fascinating game of cricket as Yorkshire is going to take on ESSEX. And of course, we have the 2 captains alongside me and our match referee, Mr. Javi Botha. Well, home captain, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Is this the call? Congratulations, winning the toss. What's the plan?
Well, there's a couple of things. I think obviously sunset coming down, we don't mind chasing under lights, so that was sort of our plan, and also something we're looking at sort of going on into the season.
Now that you're bowling first, how much do you think would be a decent target you would want to restrict the opponents on?
I mean, with their sort of strike force, I think quite important to take early wickets. So sort of anyway here as well, it's decent wind and pretty flat deck, so 160, 170. If we can get there, be decent.
First game of the tournament. I'm pretty much optimistic the boys will be excited to come and go in first game.
Yeah, first game of the year. It's obviously exciting. Got some young lads as well, which we're sort of giving some opportunities for, so that'll be really exciting.
Best of luck. Give us a good game.
Perfect. Cheers.
Unfortunately, lost the toss. If you would have won the toss, what was your plan to do on this wicket?
We were going to bowl first as well. I think it's probably going to get a little bit better to bat on this evening, but it's the way it goes. We just got to make sure that we put enough runs on the board first up.
Now that you're forced to bat first, how much do you think will be a good target you want to post on?
I'm not sure. The games before it haven't given us too much to go on, but I think 160 plus you're in the game. We'll have to assess the conditions early and make sure that we don't sort of get ourselves out of the games before we get into it. So yeah, I reckon anything above 160 would be a good total.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you very much.
That's the news from the centre, is that Yorkshire, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Well, that's the news from the center. Yorkshire, they've won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. And joining me in the Comga box is going to be Awais Ali. Welcome back and looking forward to this contest here.
Well, thank you very much, Asghar Khan, and good evening once again to all our viewers. Yes, this is one of the most awaited games. ESSEX taking on Yorkshire, 2 heavyweights in the county division. And it's just going to be a fascinating contest. Let's have a rundown, starting off with Team ESSEX. It's going to be Jordan Cox, Michael Pepper, Paul Walter, Charlie Allison, Matthew Critchley, Noah Thane, Luke Benkenstein, Shane Snatter, Sam Cook, Sam Bear, and Simon Harmer, the captain, leading from the front. So it's quite a balanced looking side. They've got some top order batters. They've got some excellent all-rounders, and of course their bowling department, Sam Cook, Sam Bear, they're all classy cricketers and have vast experience on their shoulders. So we're expecting plenty of chills and thrills, plenty of performances expected from a champion side of Team ESSEX, who are going to play their opening game here of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. Now, talking about Yorkshire, they are none too less. It's going to be Will Luxton, Finlay Bean, James Wharton, Johnny Tattersall, Jordan Thompson, Matthew Revis, Dom Bess, Jaffer Johan, Bencliffe, Jack White, and Alex Wade. So 2 top guns are going to battle it out for the first time against each other. We're expecting to have a brilliant game of cricket. Well, there you go. In come the men in blue. And here they are, our 2 experienced umpires. On the right is Nadeem Anjum, and on the left is Kashif Billah. Had a great outing early on. Had a couple of early games, and both of them were pretty much one-sided, where Team Saka, South Asian Cricket Academy, both of them, both of those games, beg your pardon, unfortunately, they were at the losing end. So they will be taking a lot of experience and learning. Of course, you're playing against one of the top quality sides. So there's always something to learn from. And comes the two openers. Now this is going to be one exciting contest lined up, Asghar Khan.
Absolutely. And the new ball once again going to hold significant importance for both the teams to just set the tone. A much anticipated clash between two top quality sides over the years. Plenty of history between these two teams. And now they are competing here in Abu Dhabi. Different part of the world, different conditions. And they'll be looking to get used to these conditions. Kasha Billa is making sure everything is in readiness as the play is about to get underway here. Under lights. First two games played under the sunlight. Natural light now. The artificial lights have taken a full effect. And it's a picturesque ground, Tolerance Oval. Here the first game, first delivery of the contest. Right on that middle leg stump and worked away fine. No bat, but they all count. Leg bias to start off for ESSEX. Just straying onto the pads.
Yeah, not the best of delivery, straying onto the leg side, and all he had to do is just guide it and not getting it from the bat. In the end, the umpire has given that as 4 leg byes. So off to a good start. Two very experienced openers in the middle, Michael Pepper and Charlie Allison. Trying to cut that a little too hard and just slightly playing it away from his body. Good to see that they've got a slip in place. Ben Cliff, of course, he's got that height and he uses that height to his advantage. Really bends his back and hits that head, that deck hard.
Yeah, these conditions should suit him with his height. He's a tall bowler and it will be interesting to see. There's going to be that extra bit of bounce for him. Slip in.
Beautifully bowled. That's the perfect channel which we as commentators, Asghar Khan, we just keep on cribbing that is the perfect length you could bowl with the new ball. And if you can just have that consistency and keep on pitching in those lengths, well, more often than not, you will find yourself picking up wickets early on.
Oh, spot on, Avas Ali. It's all about the consistency, 100%. You got to get that right with the new ball. And if you ask the questions on regular basis, one will have the name of the batter. Oh, look at that delivery. Just left him off the seam.
Yeah, the new ball is doing a bit early on. And this is the period where Michael Pepper needs to just stay a bit calm and show some patience in the middle. It is that kind of a wicket where we will see the ball tend to jag around and move around. But after the power play is done and dusted, it's going to come onto the bat very nicely.
Absolutely. The new ball, the hard new rock, the lacquer on, it does do a fair bit here at the Tolerance Oval. Thickish outside half of the bat. He's away with the single.
Yeah, this is some very smart bowling. Ben Cliff, all he's doing is just getting his basics right. He's got a packed offside field and he's just consistently pitching in one area in that 4th stump channel, and from there he's taking it away. He's not really getting that exaggerated move, just enough to really beat the bat of the batter.
That's all it takes. Just enough deviation either way and you are in business. It's been a very impressive first over so far. Right on the money to finish off the first. 5 for none, ESSEX after 1.
So excellent start here. Pencliffe bowling in good over and not the best of starts. Just offering a lot of width is Wade Alex, and he's been hit for a boundary.
Yeah, a little bit of width to end of the bat. Such a fast outfield. No chance for the third man fielder to cut that one off. Another boundary here. Just that ball stayed down a fraction.
Yeah, this wicket is playing a few tricks or two. We have seen it in the last game. Oh, beautifully bowled on that occasion. Alex Wade is brought that ball in towards the right-hander. As a batter, when you come out to open, Asghar, how annoying and difficult is it to really adapt when you know that you're facing a new ball and the ball is going to swing both ways?
Yeah, it's a challenge against quality bowlers. Opening the batting in any form of the game is a challenge. And I think first few deliveries, you like to just assess the conditions, get accustomed to conditions, and then go from there. Nice punch off the back foot. That's sweetly timed. That's a wonderful shot from Pepper.
Well, elegance pouring from the blade of Michael Pepper. Look at that balance. Just a simple push. Excellent technique and beautifully bisecting between the point and cover fielder. And no chance for them. It's a lightning quick outfield. You do certainly get value the moment you do strike in those gaps.
Absolutely, it's a fast outfield. Value for your shots. The highest order. Great punch off the back foot. This time he gets beaten. He's got to be a little careful. He's got to get a little close to the ball, especially on this track. If you play slightly away from the body, sometime one odd delivery, just keeping a little low and hanging in the surface can brought an inside edge back onto the stumps.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And also one more element need to be added here, Asghar Khan. I think nobody's patrolling down towards the deep region in the offside. So that's where Alex Wade needs to adjust his line slightly. He's bowling way too wide on the offside channel. That's much better. Beautifully bowled and equally well left.
Good cricket all round. That's a wonderful delivery from Alex Wade. I think the captain also giving him a feel. There's a short cover as well. There's a backward point, gully, short cover mid-off. So he's got to entice Michael Pepper to look to get that drive off the front foot that can bring the outside edge. Again, punches off the back foot and is flown off the outside half of the bat. Races down to third man. Another boundary.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was mentioning. Once again, a lot of width has been offered and he slashed that and make that 3 boundaries in the second over. A handy one. 17 for no loss.
That's a wonderful delivery and a nice drive back at the bowler. Good work in his follow through. Decent start here for ESSEX. 17 for none. Particularly Michael Pepper. He's looked in great form.
There's such an important phase in this game, especially when you come on to bat in the first 6 overs. We've seen teams usually, they just get a little carried away thinking, right, we've just got these 6 overs. We need to try and cash and try to score as many runs as we can. But at the same time, you need to ensure you don't lose wickets. And this is what Team ESSEX are doing so well at the moment. And also, you can see Asghar Khan, they're playing risk-free cricket. I haven't really seen any lofted shot as of now.
No, you're spot on. And just playing proper cricket strokes. punching it off the back foot, looking solid in defense, waiting for something short, something wide. And that's where they're so good. And you can afford to do that against the new ball. It's all about laying a foundation and building a platform for the middle order to come in, and when the ball gets slightly old, they can go big. Very good delivery from Jack White. Right on the money.
Yeah, another very talented right arm medium pace bowler. But what's surprising is Ben Cliff, he bowled an excellent first over and then he was held back. That was quite a surprising move because I would have really loved to see him go and continue. He's really getting that new ball to talk, and he was asking a few questions to these two batters in the middle. Michael Pepper is off to a great start already. Allison is not faced much deliveries. What's good to see is still they've opted to stick with one slip in place. They've got a catching gully point cover, so it's an attacking field setup set by Yorkshire. Well, this is up in the air. It's not gone that far. It's a toughie. Oh, he did the hard part, but I think he was just going away from him all the time.
He was never in contention. There was always clearing him comfortably and looking to drive on the up. It just didn't quite arrive. And desperate effort was well away from him. Michael Pepper looking to hit it on the up. The slowness of the track just undoing him on that occasion.
Yeah, spot on there, Asghar Khan. I think the ball just slightly held up into the surface and never really arrived. And that's the reason he got a lot of elevation and not the distance. So they were on the verge of picking up their first wicket. Jack White is pitching the ball in perfect areas at the moment. This is skewed up in the air. It's going towards the long off region. And that's a majestic hit. Half a dozen.
Oh, this time he got absolutely out of the middle of the stick. What a wonderful shot. Gone all the way for 6. Not an easy shot at all. That goes to show the class of Michael Pepper. Absolutely nailed it for 6.
Yeah, it just took him 3 to 4 deliveries to get his eye in. And now look at that confidence oozing from that shot. Playing it with a straighter bat. Getting his front foot forward onto the line of the ball. And going with a lovely flow towards long off for a huge maximum. Nicely played once again, opening the face of the bat, but unlucky finding the fielder on that occasion. Nonetheless, it's turned out to be quite a handy over for Team Essex. It's 3 gone, 26 for no loss. Well, we've had a couple of pretty much one-sided encounters early on. It was Somerset winning that game easily. It was a one-sided encounter, and then Nottinghamshire winning that game as well. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's the delivery. He's been causing a lot of troubles to the batters.
Bancliffe back into business. Great opening over and coming back into the attack here, and just about that perfect length. Slip in. Beats the outside edge. This is exciting stuff. On the other end, Michael Pepper is off to a flyer, 21 of 15. They're off to a great start here, 26 for none Essex. Yorkshire looking to strike.
Yeah, just because Michael Pepper is really looking to target the bowlers, it's Allison who can really take his time in the middle. There's no need for the rush because we know he's a class act as Charlie Allison. So he's got all the time in the world. We're just in the 4th over. There's no need for the rush. And I'm pretty much optimistic this is exactly what Michael Pepper, the senior statesman, would be suggesting and guiding to Charlie Allison. Couple of dot deliveries to start off proceedings in this over. Short delivery, it's been pulled. Oh, this could have been an absolute blinder of a take had if this would have stuck into his hands.
Great effort though. Was hit really hard onto that front foot and really smashed it. Tremendous effort. That leap in the air. That would have been a great take. Not to be. He's away with a boundary.
Yeah, at times these catches, they do get stuck in your hands and they go down as one of the best and the most memorable catches in your past. Comes down the track using his feet. The idea is right, but the problem is the moment when he came down, he moved away from the stumps. Rather, if he could have just come down the track and gone onto the line of the ball, I think there would have been a possibility he would have gotten a better connection.
Yeah, spot on. Bencliffe back to that chord of uncertainty. Hitting those perfect areas. They desperately need a breakthrough here against his strong batting lineup. Worked away on the onside, running the first one hard. Will they look to come back for the second? Excellent running, good placement.
Yeah, that's much more like it. And that is all what is required by Charlie Allison. Because on the other hand, his partner is doing the bulk of scoring and you don't want to be breaking his momentum and the rhythm which he's getting at the moment. So all he needs to do is just play a role of a second fiddle and try to ensure he gives the majority of the strike to Michael Pepper, especially in the first 6 overs.
It's all about complementing each other. This partnership is working really nicely for Essex. Down the leg side, should be a wide, yeah.
Well, this is something which I personally, Asghar Khan, really admire fast bowlers doing it with the new ball. You don't really see the fast bowlers, they bend their back and they try to bowl a bumper with the new ball. Yes, with the old ball, after 15 overs, in the death overs, it's a norm. But with the new ball, I really would love the fast bowlers to more often than not bowl those sharp bounces.
Absolutely, just to keep the batters honest. Push them on the back foot. Every now and then, bowl that short ball. Looking to hit on the up, straight to mid-on. A little bit of bad bounce there and it just goes through his hands. Another boundary here.
Well, this shot has certainly gone out of tradition these days. He's played a lovely on drive. And a bit of a fumble has gone towards the boundary in the end. It's 37 for no loss after 4. Well, they're off to a very good start here. Team ESSEX, 37 for no loss. They're going along well at this stage. This is drifting down the leg side. Easy decision.
Alex Wade, he's a skiddy customer. The first over went for 3 boundaries. But he's got the potential to surprise anyone with that skidness off the track. Michael Pepper is such aggressive opening batsman at the top of the order. For Essex, he's been a revolution.
Yeah, you can clearly see what the bowler here, Alex Wade, is trying to do. Oh, that's a wayward delivery, and I'm pretty much sure that it's just slipped out of his hands.
Going for that Yorker with the new ball is not an easy delivery to bowl that Yorker and just slip down the leg side. Perfect conditions under lights. This outfield even becomes more quicker as the night progresses. It will be interesting to see if there's any dew comes into play, especially in the second innings of this game.
Yeah, the dew is going to play a huge factor in the latter part of the day. Nicely bowled once again, and you can see Michael Pepper is just looking at the surface very closely because that ball, once again, Asghar Khan did hold up.
That is the part of education when you travel to this part of the world, and there's going to be times the slowness of the track, the variable bounce, and it's a great learning curve for even these experienced players. It's not easy to adapt so quickly. You've flown in and all of a sudden you get going, brought up on different pitches, so it's a challenge.
Yeah, couldn't agree more on that. Wayward delivery once again, and I think Alex Wade, he's just trying to bowl a lot quicker, and that's the reason he's losing his shape, losing his focus, and of course that line, it's just getting a bit too wayward.
You make a great point. I think he's just trying too hard at the moment, trying to just bowl perhaps a magical delivery. I think he just needs to bowl within himself, get into a groove, build pressure.
Maybe it just could be a setup because he's got a deep square leg in place. So it might just surprise the batter with a sharp bouncer, swing and a miss once again. And just playing away from his body and not getting the desired connection.
A wonderful length there from Alex Wade. Really getting the ball up and swinging it away. Now the slips have disappeared. There's a ring field on the offside. Back foot point, square cover, short cover mid-off. On the onside, there's a short mid-wicket. Mid-on and square leg back on the fence.
Flicked away beautifully, but this protection will only be a single. Yeah, that is one thing which I personally really like in the first 6 overs. They've gotten a short cover and a short mid-wicket, even though they're pretty much aware that Essex batters, Pepper especially, he's on the run and he's looking for the big shots, yet he's opting to have 2 close-in fielders.
That's excellent captaincy. Recognizing the conditions. It's very important to know sometime when there's not much sideways movement, you got to get your catches in front of the wicket. That short mid-wicket, short cover could be a catching position. Good delivery. That one just whizzed through off the surface.
Yeah, this is the delivery for which Alex Wade has been causing a lot of troubles and asking a few questions to the batters. But all of a sudden, I think he just goes for that glory delivery, tries to hope the ball in towards the stumps, that magical in-swinging Yorker, but he's not really finding success so far. He's given a couple of wides in this over. It's turning out to be a lengthy over. It's been clipped away. It's going to be a long chase and does well in the end. They will come back for easy couple of runs to close out the 5th over. And a good one apart from the 2 wides he's given. It's 5 gone, 42 for no loss. Well, so far, the power play has gone into the favor of Team Essex. Haven't lost a wicket, and it's going to be Ben Cliff once again reintroduced into the attack. Bowled just that 1 over and then was held back. And now he's been asked to bowl 1 last over in the power play.
He's been very, very impressive with his height. He's bowled in the right areas. So far, so good. He would love to have a wicket next to his name and break this opening partnership. They have complemented each other quite nicely. Michael Pepper has been the aggressor. Goes through the leg side, off the front foot as well. Nicely done. 4 more.
Well, it wasn't all that short. Just getting that front foot forward, and it was more like a swat towards the deep mid wicket. Nobody patrolling in that area. And on this occasion, it's Charlie Allison is decided, right, it's high time I too join the party. I've got my eye in the middle. I've applied myself, done the hard part, weathered the storm. It's time to join the act and get in with some runs. Beautifully bowled. That's the perfect length you would want to bowl.
Hitting the bat hard. Excellent areas. He's getting that steep bounce as well. The wicketkeeper walks all the way down to him. Perhaps just telling him something about the conditions. What lengths to bowl on this surface.
Yeah, the wicketkeeper Tatusal Jonathan sharing his experience and just a few words of wisdom. Mind you, there is absolutely no wind at the moment. So you're not really going to get that swing on offer because of the wind. That's being cut away. Protection. It's going to be only a single. So they're on the verge of reaching the 50 target. And that too without any wickets lost.
It's a great platform laid by the openers for the middle order to really come and capitalize. That's where Yorkshire, they'll be eyeing a breakthrough here and try to make inroads. It's all about taking wickets in any form of the game, but particularly in T20 cricket, that is the best form of defense, is to take wickets. Looking to drive on the rise. Once again, the evidence of this pitch not quite coming on.
And also, if you observe one more thing, Asghar Khan, every time we've seen the fast bowlers, the moment they go onto those hard lengths and bowl in those perfect areas, the batters are giving respect to the good deliveries. They're not really trying to force the issue or look to be over ambitious. They wait for the loose deliveries and they have taken full advantage of them.
Absolutely, they've been very, very smart in this power play. And they played within themselves. Still, it's a very good start from ESSEX. 48 for none after 6.
Well, this has been a good start by Team ESSEX after they were put into bat. This is tied up in the air. This could be a chance. And he puts it down. He did all the hard part by reaching onto the ball, and just when he was about to take that, he's let that go. Yeah, mistimed. Trying to go for the slog sweep. He had ample time to come underneath. Yeah, should have been taken. Can't really believe his luck. And a life has been given to Charlie Allison. We'll have to wait and see how costly could this be proving later on, because we know Charlie Allison is a class act. And talking about class act is another fantastic prospect for the future is Jafar Chauhan. Right arm wrist spinner. So they're taking their calculated risks at the moment, and also with this single, ESSEX have brought the 50 mark. We're just in the 7th over. So the foundation has been laid by these two opening batters. Of course, Charlie Allison has been given a life in this over. They should put that behind and just try to convert this into a big one tonight. Oh, he's bowled him. Such an unfortunate dismissal, trying to cut that and trying to play it too close to his body. And in the end, it's taken that inside edge and it's chopped back onto the stump. Such an unpleasant sight when you look back and you hear the sound of the timber. Pleasant though for the bowler, Jafar Chauhan, he strikes in his very first over. And they have gotten the wicket of Charlie Allison, who was dropped a couple of deliveries earlier. 50 for 1. New batter walks in is going to be Jordan Cox, another fine talent, a hard hitter. And he's come out to a situation where his team is relatively in a comfortable position, just losing 1 wicket, and they're just in the 7th over and have gotten the runs on the board. Straight away, plays it with soft hands. And Jordan Cox is off the mark with a single. It's turning out to be a magnificent over by Jafar Chauhan. He's been brought straight after the power play and he's picked up a big wicket already. Michael Pepper is taking his time in the middle. He was off to a flyer initially, but now has slightly slowed down. We'll have to wait and see what the approach is going to be for Michael Pepper. Is he going to look to shift gears or just take it deep till the 11th or 12th over? That's going to be a no ball. Well, it's a pretty much rare sight to say the least. Right arm wrist spinner bowling a no ball is overstepped. And what a privilege now for Michael Pepper, who will be on strike and will be facing the free hit. Yeah, it's going to be so difficult as a wrist spinner to get away on a free hit. We've seen Michael Pepper, he really loves to shuffle across the stumps, gets onto the ball very quickly and really fancies to play towards the leg side. Right then, free hit. This is skewed up in the air, a good catch taken, but doesn't count. It's irrelevant because it was a free hit, so no real damage done. And Jafar, he's done a fantastic job in his first over, getting an important breakthrough for his team. It's 54 for 1 after 7. So it's going to be spin from both the ends. Jafar, he bowled beautifully, and it's the captain Dominic Bess. He's decided that right now is the right time to introduce myself into the attack. Another fine talent, and what a soft dismissal. Dominic Bess, the captain, he's introduced himself into the attack, and straight away he's picked up a very important wicket. It's a huge one. It's the big fish, Jordan Cox. Not in control, just closing the face of the bat a bit too early, getting that leading edge and an easy catch taken. And all of a sudden now, they're at the back foot because they've lost 2 wickets. And this one is a big one. The captain strikes. 54 for 2. But the captain Dominic straight away producing a wicket, and that too of Jordan Cox. They'll be delighted to see his back so quickly. We know what destruction and havoc Jordan Cox could have caused if he would have stayed right till the end. And that was a soft dismissal. And the moment he played that shot and he was seeing that the ball was going into the hand of the fielder, he could not believe his luck. He was dejected, and he knew that it's going to be an early departure. That's gone for a boundary. So now all eyes are going to be on Michael Pepper. He's the one who's well settled. Not where he intended to play, but still he's going to take that. 4 important runs added to the tally. And of course, talking about Dom Bess, he's represented at the highest levels, as played for the England national team, has played 14 test matches and has picked up 36 wickets. And also, of course, his batting, he played 14 and scored 319 runs. So does tend to have and carry a lot of experience on his shoulders. It's such a privilege for some of the youngsters who are getting a go and getting a chance to be rubbing shoulders with these senior statesmen and these experienced cricketers. That's been nudged away for a single. Tidy over by the captain Dominic Bess. 62 for 2 after 8. For Chauhan to continue. Bowled an excellent first over to start off proceedings. Picked up an important wicket, getting a breakthrough for his team, disengaging that partnership. And now, after the departure of Jordan Cox, there's a slight break on the acceleration of the runs, keeping things relatively tight in the middle. Oh, that's been tossed up and it was there in the air forever. He's done well, just takes a single. So it's going to be White. Critchley, the new batter, he's walked in a situation where his team really would need him at this stage. They need to stitch up a partnership. Michael Pepper, of course, he will definitely hold the key for his team because he's off to a good start, 32 in just 29 deliveries. And Critchley, he does have quite a lot of time to get his eye in the middle because we're just in the 9th over. And it's not all that bad a score as well. Just one big over, and that net run rate will go up to almost 8.5, 9 runs per over, which is going to be pretty healthy. So it's pretty even Stevens so far. But it's a good comeback though by Team Yorkshire because they're off to a flyer. Tucked away beautifully. They're looking for the second. They've ran the first one hard, but rightfully so. Not taking any unnecessary chances. Don't want to be run out at this stage. Just lost 2 of your very important batters, especially Jordan Cox. That was a big blow. It's got a very tight field set up. Short cover point who's coming 5 to 7 steps ahead from that 30-yard circle, and from there he's taking a start. So what they're doing is they're ensuring they don't let them take these easy singles, and that's good to see. Of course, Dominic Bess is a very aggressive captain. He's got that very positive approach, very inspiring leader. So far, I think he's got a good grip onto this game. it's a very interesting passage of play, Jafar Chauhan from one end, and on the other end, it's going to be the captain himself to bowl. But at the moment, you can see they're just milking around, looking for the singles and doubles. And I think that's the right approach because you've got plenty of overs. So there's no real need at this stage to really go bang bang. It's 67 for 2 after 9. So just that one over ball by the captain Dom Bess, picking up a wicket, and he's opted to remove himself from the attack. Tucked away gently, looking for a single. And I'm pretty much optimistic now. Essex team, they would be having a target set in their minds. They would be having these mini objectives as to how to go about and what should be the approach. What is a decent target on this wicket, especially under the lights. We're not really sure what time and if the dew will come, which definitely is going to play a huge role in the latter part of the night. That's going to be a wide. Yeah. Rightfully called by Nadeem Anjum. Still quite a lot of batting to come after this. But you would want Michael Pepper to stay because he's the man who's gotten his eye in the middle. Yeah, there you go. They're all waiting. It's Paul Walter, Noah Thane, Luke Benkenstein, Shane Snater, Sam Cook, Sam Bear. They do bat deep. So maybe they're just trying to ensure they don't lose wickets at this stage. You don't want to be exposing them too early. Maybe just take it deep, keep chipping and keep grinding. And take the game at least till the 14th, 15th over. And if you don't lose wickets and score somewhere around 100, 110, you can leave the rest to the middle order batters because they are all hard hitters and they will come with all guns blazing. Short delivery, it's been pulled away in control. Oh, almost overrunning on this one. But in the end, no damage done. So he's bowling with a plan here at the moment. Because he's got the mid-off in the circle and the mid-on as well is in the circle. He's got a deep mid-wicket, a deep square leg, deep fine, deep third, and a deep point. Well, looking at that field, I don't really think he's going to bowl anything full. It has to be short. Nicely bowled once again. Clipped away. And so far, you can see they are comfortable with these singles and doubles, not looking to be aggressive at this stage. So the question remains to be same as to when do they decide, right, it's time, let's shift gears. Because bare minimum, you need to ensure you score more than 170 on this track. It's a very good wicket to bat on. And there's not much support and help for the spinners. This has been pulled away. Chance. Oh, he's not really timed his jump to perfection. Otherwise, this would have gone down as one of the best catches in this tournament. And a lucky escape for Critchley. So he's just walked in the middle. Look at that. Decent attempt. But that was a tough one. Full marks for the effort in the deep. So Thompson was pretty much close to be clinching a wicket. Critchley on the other end, who's just made his way in the centre, took him just 5 deliveries, and on the 6th delivery he struck it for a maximum. Nicely played. Lovely on drive to close out the 10th over. Essex are 77 for 2. Jafar Chauhan to continue. He's bowled relatively well compared to the others. This is long and high, and a good attempt once again, and they were pretty much close to pick up a wicket. I think this is going to be a run out. Surely it's going to be a run out. They're celebrating, and a bit of a stutter between the two in the middle. That's not good cricket. First, not really timing it, was on the verge of being caught, and then look at this rocket arm of a throw, and that was the problem. Whilst they were running, they were almost going to collide with each other, and that's the reason one of the batters couldn't reach on time. So the 3rd wicket has fallen down now. It's 77 for 3. Well, this is very good captaincy, I would say, by Dominic Bess. I think his ability to really strategize and adapt to these mid-games, it just shows the deep understanding he has of cricket. Just not a player, he's also like a mentor in the field for his team. Good to see they've got a slip in place. Watch out for that googly. Lovely delivery. It's the stock ball, and Jafar Chauhan is bowling exceptionally well here. Can't really look to play those big shots against him at this stage. The new batter, Paul Walter, has just walked in the middle, and he's got loads of time to really get his eye in the middle, beg your pardon, and then look to shift gears. At the moment, it's the bowlers who are putting up a show and display. Jafar Chauhan, even on these wickets where we've seen there's not much to offer for the spinners, is really doing a fine job. That's been reverse swept. This is going to be a long chase. It's lightning quick outfield here in Abu Dhabi, and he's done well to save a couple of runs for his team. So some improvisation coming in, and maybe the umpire just wants to have a closed look, just to be 100% sure. When you do have the availability of the technology, why not? Yeah, he's done exceptionally well. So the boundaries and maximums are difficult to come by. Nicely played once again. Tucked away in full control is Critchley. On the other end, Paul Walter. Yeah, he's a big unit. He's pretty much known for his big shots. And one thing I can assure, if he hits, it will stay hit. He's a very, very strong bloke. I think he's 6'5". Yeah, surely. He's a tall man. Beautiful. beautifully ball. That is an excellent delivery and agonizingly close to the off stump. And that's the end of a successful over by Jafar Johan. It's 82 for 3 after 11. So it's going to be the captain, Dom Bess. Oh, that was a good attempt, but at this level, it should have been taken. And I'm sure Dom Bess, the captain, won't be very pleased. Acknowledging coming though, look at that. Not getting it from the middle of the bat. And not too sure if that dive was really required. I will have to wait and see how costly could that be proving, because we know Critchley, even he too is a man who really deals with the boundaries and maximums. And he's already provided an opportunity which has gone begging. So we'll have to wait and see if he takes full advantage of it. Tucks it away gently, Paul Walter. He's a very smart and a sensible cricketer. He knows that we're just in the 12th over. We do have the runs on the board. So there's no real need of that urgency. Not as of now. If you just keep your wickets intact, there will be a couple of overs coming your way. And then in the last 4 overs, you can just shift gears. This is hit hard. And once again put down. Well, Dom Bess is very, very unlucky. He's been creating opportunities left, right and center. And that's the second chance gone down now in the same over. What I really like about Dom Bess, the acknowledgement coming from him straight away to his fielders. That's good to see. Nothing seems to be working. Another short delivery and should have been stopped. It's just not working for Dom Bess. Too short, trying to just fire it onto the stumps and pulled away with a lot of authority. But just could not stop the ball to go towards the boundary. So all of a sudden now the runs are coming thick and fast. So that decision to bring himself hasn't really paid dividends into his favor. Punch towards cover. He's found the gap, or has he? Well, they will settle only for a single. So it's turned out to be quite a productive over. And Paul Walter, all he needs to do is just see off this over now, because they've gotten the runs on the board. No need of any unnecessary risks to be taken. Just like that, sensible. This is very mature batting we're seeing by Paul Walter at the moment. That's the end of the over.
'96 for 3 Essex after they've been asked to bat first by Yorkshire. Good partnership developing between these two. Matthew Critchley looked in very good form so far. 25 of just 13. striking them quite brilliantly at the moment. Round the wicket, pulled away and pulled away with control. Just a single, excellent platform being laid here with the plenty of power hitters to come. They'll be eyeing a score somewhere around 170 plus. 7 wickets in hand. Paul Walter just beginning his innings. At the moment he's playing second fiddle, 4 of 6. But Matthew Critchley is the danger man. It's 25 of 13. Jordan continuing here. Slow bumper down the leg side. Worked fine and placed it beautifully. That's a wonderful shot from Paul. Hitting it top of the bounce and placing it nicely right in between those two fielders. So runs are beginning to flow here for Essex. 100 up with that boundary. 101 for 3. They're going at a very nice pace. Just over 8 runs per over. Matthew Critchley, 29 of 14 deliveries. Striking them beautifully. Short ball. Hurried him for pace there. That one really skidded on. Hitting the bat hard there. No real breeze at the moment, so expect the dew to really kick in as the game progresses. It really rushed him off the surface. Stayed away on the offside. Sent back, and rightly so, but it's going to be overthrows. They sneak through for a quick single. Jordan Thomason. He's quick enough. He's a skitty customer. Can hurry you off the deck. Big, tall left-hander. Huge frame. Does like to hit the ball hard. Paul Walter. Round the wicket. Brilliant Yorker and just drilled down the ground. He's waiting for anything in his arc. Not allowing him to really come under that one. 103 for 3. ESSEX nicely placed at this stage of the game. It's a beautiful evening here at Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi. It's been a great day of cricket. Stayed away towards short third. Good bit of fielding. A dot ball to finish. 13 gone. 103 for 3. ESSEX. Jafar Chauhan continuing here, and he goes big. But the man coming around takes a catch at mid-wicket. So Jafar Johan picks up another wicket. And that's the end of Paul Walter looking to go big. Finds the man in the deep. A much needed breakthrough coming in here for Yorkshire. Essex 103 for 4 now. Luke Bankenstein is the new batter. Jafar Chauhan has been very impressive with his leg spinners. Certainly one for the future. His potential has been recognized at the top level. He was on tour of the Caribbean with the England white ball squad. A terrific young talent. Jafar Chauhan. And there is few signs of dew coming in as the players beginning to take care of the ball. Nicely bowled and steered away on the offside. Matthew Critchley, he really holds the key now because he's well settled at the crease. He's striking the ball well, moving to 31 of just 18 deliveries, and Essex, they'll be hoping that he goes on and gets a big one. If he bats 20 overs, they can get to 160, 170, which should be a decent score on this track. Oh, nicely bowled, but he overstepped the mark. Well, he's bowled so well. That's a bit unfortunate, just overstepping the marks. It's going to be a free hit for Luke Bankenstein now. Just checking with the umpire. Just overstepped the mark. Jafar Chauhan. So a free hit here for Bankenstein. Can he make use of this free hit now? Free hit. Well, he just pulls out at the last second. Signs of dew coming in as he's continuously looking after the ball, trying to wipe off the moisture, have a better grip. Lofted, and lofted quite brilliantly. That's a tremendous strike from Luke Bankenstein through the offside with the spin as well. Not an easy shot to execute. Brilliantly done. Superb stuff here from Bankenstein. Jafar Chauhan 2 for 25. That's what happened. The no ball can cost you this form of the game. It provides the batter that free license to go big. He absolutely nailed it for 6. Dropped it short, pulled away behind square on the leg side. Just a single. It's going to be hard work for the bowlers, especially in the second half. Under lights. It's skidding on nicely onto the bat. Now, at daytime, pitch pitch was a little slow. It wasn't really coming on, but a little bit of moisture in the air and a little bit of dew coming in. It is sliding onto the bat much more nicely. Critchley goes straight to long off. Intelligent batting, picks up a single, keeps the strike. 14 done. 114 for 4 ESSEX. Dombes to continue. Quicker delivery, worked away through the leg side. Little fumble. Allow him to come back for the second. Pushing them through quicker. Not much purchase for the spinner, especially the finger spinner. And the ball just sliding on. The towels are out. That is good news for Yorkshire, because they will be batting under this kind of dew. Well, he's picked out the man. The captain strikes flat and hard. Important breakthrough. Critchley hitting it straight. He had the power behind that shot, but not the distance, not enough elevation, and beautifully caught at mid-on. So another crucial breakthrough here for Yorkshire. 5 down for 116. Impressive. 34 from Critchley comes to an end. Two for 24 for Dombes. He's done well. That's expensive for his standards, but importantly, he's picked up 2 wickets. That's the perfect way to slow things down towards the back end of the innings. Bankenstein is really struck a wonderful shot against Java Chauhan. He's looking in promising form here. Backs himself and hits it through the offside. Top shot. Lovely placement. He knows there's not much spin. Backed away and beautifully carved away through the offside for another boundary. $121 for 5. They'll be eyeing a score of 170. He's gone aerial again. Sliced away and just eluded that man at backward point. It was a great diving effort. Didn't quite stick. He was looking to go straight. Just sliced it. Perhaps the bat just turning in his hand the last second. Clever batting. Nicely done. 15 overs gone. 123 for 5 ESSEX. 123 for 5 after 15. ESSEX. They got 5 wickets in hand and they'll be looking to eye another 50 odd at least. Get past that 170. It's going to be Alice Wade back into the attack. Middle leg stump worked away on the onside. It will just be a single. This is an important spell from Wade in this stage of the game. Captain will be looking to just expect him to stay consistent. Benkenstein is clearly made his intentions pretty clear. He wants to get on with it. Dangerous player. Beautifully picked up again off the pads. So far he's bowling a straighter line here. He's got protection on the leg side. And he's targeting those stumps. So far so good. They would love to finish big here with a flurry because the dew is really kicking in. That will make it tough for the bowlers to grip the ball. For ESSEX, when they come out to defend this total, they would like to have a cushion of those 10 to 15 extra runs. This pitch is beginning to play really nicely now. Under lights, it is skidding on. It was slow at the daytime with the sun baking down the surface, but just a little bit of moisture just quicken up the surface. It's just sliding on to the bat nicely. It's going to be important to take the pace off as well. So far we haven't seen much from Alice Wade. 4 singles of 4 deliveries is not a bad result when you're bowling the 16th over. .127 for 5. This is the 3rd game of the tournament, Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. He's looking to use his feet, gets beaten. The wicketkeeper is asking the question. Just in a polite manner. I don't think so there was any bat involved. May have just brushed the pad on the way through. Excellent stuff from Wade here. Just 4 runs of the first 5 deliveries. It's important to close out this over now. Again, this time inside edge and is flown past fine leg for a boundary. Unlucky for the bowler, but they all count. 131 for 5 after 16. Bancliffe has been brought back into the attack. Bowled a very good opening spell. It was economical. Sliced away on the offside. Hit the very good length in his first spell. tall bowler. Likes to use his height and his bounce. Short ball and pulled away with ferocious power and beats the man in the deep. Desperate dive, but terrific timing here. Got himself into a great position and struck with brutal force. Top shot here. Mohan Thin playing a wonderful pull shot. Fast hands through the ball. Powerfully built as well. Again worked away on the onside. So they're making sure that they keep the scoreboard ticking along. Another couple of runs here for ESSEX. 138 for 5. Looking in complete control here, these two. All they need, a couple of big overs just at the back end to get past that 170. Oh, great length, beats him. He's just a wonderful talent. Van Cliff. Perfect length, and he got that ball to just did enough of the seam. A real effort ball there from Van Cliff. Lofted down the ground, and I think all the way for 6. Tremendous strike here from Mohan Thin. Good balance. Terrific follow through as well. This is a very, very useful partnership developing between these two. 144 for 5. The runs are beginning to flow. Shot again, and it's been pulled away for 6. This is high class stuff here. Back-to-back 6s. And this sort of cameo can really turn the game on its head. 150 up for ESSEX by that meaty blow over wide long on from Mohan Thin. He's really putting up a show here. 17 overs gone. 150 for 5. $150 for 5. Bengenstein coming up with that reverse lap, gets beaten. Family of the players, spectators are just having absolute fun here at the Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi, sitting at the top, enjoying themselves in a coolish evening. Jordan continuing. Brilliant Yorker. This is high class bowling. Superb stuff. And gets rid of Luke Bengenstein, who was looking dangerous. Really he didn't have much clue as far as that Yorker is concerned. So 6 down for 150 now. Useful knock comes to an end. 150 for 6 Essex. They'll need a little flurry at the back end to get past that 150, 170. They're already 150 on the board. Jordan Thomason getting that breakthrough. It's a wonderful ball from the tall fast bowler, hitting the base of off stump. Not an easy delivery to execute under pressure. He's got to wash out that Yorker. Instead he goes length on the onside, and will it be leg bias? No, there was some bat involved. They are having a fun, a very relaxed looking dugout. Why not? This is the big game of the tournament. A lot is expected, and one feels it's going to be a close one as well. The full toss, he gets away with it. No antenna, he's played really well. Breezy cameo so far, 26 of 12 deliveries. It's great to see these people, the sports staff, working behind the scenes for ESSEX, contributing to the club in significant fashion. Interesting field here. He's got squared deep third man, deep point, cover and mid off, up in the ring on the offside. Another single this time. It's going to be leg bias, so they just need to find few boundaries here as we look one more time at the sports staff watching the proceedings pretty closely. They work tirelessly hard with the team. Well, it's going to be another wide down the leg side. Jordan Thomason. He's bowled really well so far, but this over clearly struggled a bit. And the towels are out there as well, which is not a great sign, especially for ESSEX, because after 2.1 overs they'll be fielding out there in the middle. Down the leg side. And that's the end of the over. 18 overs done. 153 for 6. Jack White into the attack. Tall right armour. Brilliant Yorker to start off. Worked away on the onside. And they'll have to settle for a single. Simon Harmer and Noah Thin in the middle for ESSEX. Another juicy full toss on middle leg stump. Good fielding this time, not allowing him the opportunity to look to come back for the second. Still they can reach that 170 mark. Couple of good hits can get them beyond that. Another full length delivery, not allowing him to get under that one. That is superbly bowled from Jack White. Good old-fashioned Yorkers. That is something which is really missing these days in limited overs cricket. Such a good delivery if you can really execute that Yorker. This time he's missed his length and that has disappeared over long on for a majestic 6. Third 6 of the innings from Nohan Thin. Clean strike. And he didn't bother moving from his crease. He knew that has been dispatched for 6. Kashabilla just having a close look at the ball because it just hit the concrete outside the boundary over the side screen for a tremendous blow. Again played away on the offside and looking to come back for the second. That's excellent running between the wickets. Already it's looking a good score. Would like to add few more. 165 for 6 ESSEX after being asked to bat first by Yorkshire. Can he get a boundary of the last ball? What a good innings coming in from Nohan Thin. He's been absolutely brilliant. Wide Yorker and just manages to lay bat to ball. And they get through for a single. 19 overs gone, 166 for 6 ESSEX. Last over of the innings. Starts off with a low full toss and it's been carved through the offside. Chases on, down base. Does really well. 168 with those couple of runs. Can they get to 180 now? 12 more runs. 2 good hits and get them close. Jordan Thomason continuing here. There's clear evidence of Duke forming here at the tolerance over here in Abu Dhabi. Not great signs if you're a bowler. Just flat batted towards long on for a single. What a good innings coming in from Nohan Then. 39 of just 19 deliveries. His ball striking has been absolutely phenomenal. Very good cricketer, Nohan Then. And Simon Harmer, can he get a few here? Well, that is going to be a very interesting delivery. Well, it's a dead ball. It's just balloon out of his hand, trying to bowl a full delivery. Clearly, that is becoming a problem here, especially for ESSEX now. That they got a good score on the board, but they're going to have to bowl exceptionally well. And with the dew really kicking in, it's going to be a challenge for them. Brilliant Yorker and great anticipation in his follow through as well. Stops that one. What a committed cricketer. Jordan Thomason. It's been a very impressive spell. 1 for 22 in this form of the game. Under these conditions, he's done a pretty okay job. Pulled away in style. And they're coming back for the second. Big boundaries to that part of the ground, so there is always 2 there. 171 now for 6. Keeping a sharp eye there. Such a wonderful side. ESSEX County Club, a lot of rich history. So is Yorkshire as well. Will it be a wide? No, says Nadeem Anjum. Perhaps it just brushed something on the way through. So the last ball of the innings coming up. 171 for 6, ESSEX. It's a decent score. Can they get few more added to the total here? Ideally, you would be looking at a 6. He goes through the leg side. He will have to run now. And he goes comfortably for a couple, which concludes the innings. After 20 overs, ESSEX 173 for 6. Tremendous batting performance coming in. They'll be a touch disappointed because a lot of players getting starts but not really going on. Nohan Then with 39 unbeaten. In the bat, he was the star of the show. And that's the batting guard. Michael Pepper at the top, 38 of 35, 19 for Charlie. And then there's a little collapse, but Matthew Critchley also played really well with his 34, 39 for Nohan Then was the difference to get to that 173 for 6 and allotted 20 overs. ESSEX. Yorkshire, Ben Cliff was impressive in his first spell. None for 31 for him. 2 wickets there for Jafar Chauhan was the pick of the bowlers, along with Dom Bess, the captain, also picking up 2 wickets for 31. 1 wicket for Jordan Thomason. 4 overs were bowled with great amount of accuracy. Jack White also done a fair job, along with Alex Wade. Wicketless, none for 25 of his 3. Well, Yorkshire, they need 174 to win at 8.70 run per over. We will dive into a short break and back with the run chase.
Welcome back once again, viewers. 173 for 6 in the allotted 20 overs is what Essex has posted. They were, mind you, put into bat first, and it was a good start. They were on 50 and they had not lost a single wicket. And then losing wickets in a flurry when they were 78 for 3. But in the end, it was Noah Thane, 39 in just 19 deliveries, and completely changing the complexion of the game and ensuring his team reaches to a respectable target. So this is what they need now. 174 to win in 20 overs. It's going to be Cook to be bowling the first over. Lovely delivery. Shaping in slightly towards the right-hander. That's a magnificent start. This is what you would expect from Sam Cook. He is a bowler who can generate some extra pace, extra gas, especially when he's bowling with the hard new ball. Will look to move the ball around. And this is where the two openers, Will Luxton and Finlay Bean, will have to be a little cautious and careful against him. Punched towards the third man. And if they're looking for the second, they will come back easily in the end. So these 6 overs will definitely define this game pretty early. They need to ensure, just like what we saw in the first innings, Essex, they ensured they don't lose early wickets, because that's what happened. They had wickets in hand, and then the onslaught came in late. Matthew Critchley, Luke Benkenstein, Simon, and of course, who can forget that heroics by Noah Thane. So now over to these two men in the middle, Luxton and Bean. They will look to go aggressive, especially in the first 6 overs. Try to do a replica of what Michael Pepper and Charlie Allison did when they got a 50-run partnership and did not lose wickets early on. And that is what is pretty much expected from these two experienced campaigners as well. Let's have a look at the field. He's got a deep square leg and a deep cover. That's beautifully played. Lovely stroke. And it's got the full treatment. Just marginally short, but look at how quickly he pounced and got into a very good position. Excellent balance, great technique, and has found the gap to perfection. So they're off to a good start here already. Yorkshire. And that's the way they play these top order batters. More often than not, you will see them look to play those aggressive strokes early on, just to lay the foundation, pulled away in full control and intentionally not really overhitting it, just placing it in the gap for a gentle single. So this match is equally well poised. Essex, they will be looking to get those early wickets, early breakthroughs, just to apply some pressure early on. On the other end, these two openers, they would try to get off to a flyer, just to ease things for the middle order batters to come next. Hit hard and stamping his authority. A bit of arrogance as well in that shot, dancing down the track, and has bumped it down the ground for a lovely boundary. It's turned out to be quite a handy over. And a good start here with Yorkshire. It's 12 for no loss after 1. decent start here by Team Yorkshire. Will Luxton and Finlay, both of them getting boundaries. This is aerial. This is going to be a long chase once again. But the outfield now is tend to be getting into the slower side because there is a bit of dew which has been formed lately. And this is where things are going to get interesting as to how the spinners will cope up with this dew which is formed. It's not all that heavy, but still not too sure if they can quickly adapt to this situation. Oh, beautifully done. Can't really emphasize more on that stroke. That's a glorious looking stroke. And full control. And look at that. Beautifully lunging onto it. And getting his weight forward onto the ball. And that's a cracking boundary. He's a man on a mission. As Milan Luxton. Oh, this is skied up in the air. And has he taken that? Oh my word. That should go down as one of the best catches we've seen in this tournament. It's a one-handed blinder, or is it? Let's have a look once again. It's a miss hit and leading it. Oh my word. I can just keep on watching that again and again. He's taken an absolute blinder of a take. And certainly this is going to go down as the best catch for now in this tournament. Unbelievable stuff. It's 18 for 1. Oh, Finlay being looking to be aggressive, just tend to get a little over aggressive and trying to play a big shot, getting that thick outside edge. And what a blinder taken in the deep by Snater. By far, we haven't really seen a catch like this being taken in this tournament. Nicely bowled, perfect length, and the new batter has just made his way in the middle as James Wharton, has got his work cut out now. He has a huge responsibility on his shoulders because you have lost an important early wicket, and this is exactly what Team Essex they were desperately after. And straight away, a slip has come in place. Goes for the ramp shot. And he's executed this to perfection. That is a super shot. And you really need to have great eyes to be playing these kind of shots. And he's made it look so simple. On the second delivery, this is what he does. In full control. But perfect execution. It sailed over the fine leg for a huge maximum. What an eventful over we're witnessing already. We've seen a boundary, a wicket coming in. And now, James Wharton getting into the act straight away, not wasting any time. That's a good little contest now. Oh, goes again. This is unbelievable stuff. And the ball does have enough legs to trickle away towards the boundary. So just getting a little predictable here. Sam Bear is opted to bowl fuller in his arc. And this is such smart batting. Using the pace of Sam Bear. It's turned out to be such an eventful over. 2 gone, 28 for 1. Well, they're off to a blistering start here. Team Yorkshire, 28 already on the board, and it's James Wharton. He said, I'm not going to waste any time whatsoever, and straight away get into the act. And a couple of magnificent hits. It's going to be Sam Cook now, drifting down the leg side. Direct hit, and it would have been interesting in the end.
Wonderful start here. They lost the first wicket, but have a look at the current run rate. 13 and a half almost. Terrific start chasing 174. Dew is well and truly arrived, which makes it tough for Yorkshire to control the ball, especially as the game progresses. Spinners, it's going to be tough work for them. 29 for 1. Oh, nicely played again. Beautiful timing. Have a look at that outfield. It's lush green and it's fast. Lightning fast here. Great shot.
Oh, such a delightful stroke. Just a slight bit of movement before the bowler delivered. Created room for himself. And has created that good delivery into bad one. Magnificent shot. And he's got a pretty solid connection on that one. Made a thumping and a cracking sound of the blade. Tries to go for the big shot, inside edge, and lucky on an off day could have easily chopped back onto the stumps.
Yeah, fortune's favours the brave. He's been certainly chancing his arm, but he's playing cricketing Stokes. Looking in good shape here. Yorkshire, they need to take wickets on regular basis here, because that 173 looks chaseable under these conditions. Another good delivery this time, advancing down the pitch and getting beaten with that extra bit of bounce.
Yeah, that's much more like it. You need to ensure you keep on mixing your lengths, especially. And talking about Wharton, I think he's been sent for a role, and that is to just go and express yourself and look to play those aggressive strokes. It has been a fearless and a courageous knock, to say the least. He's looking to go big, and so far he has found success. Short delivery pulled away, and lucky that he did not get the timing, otherwise this could have gone straight into the hands of the fielder.
That was perhaps the change of pace. Slow ball bumper into the wicket. You will see a lot more as this tournament progresses. Once these players, they know the conditions a little bit better, they will really come up with a lot of change of pace. Last ball of the third over. Oh, struck hard, past mid-off, and that is gone for a boundary. This is wonderful stuff here from Wharton. 39 for 1 after 3.
Going along nicely after 3 overs. 39 outside edge and whistling past from that third man fielder. So far nothing is working in the favor of Essex bowlers.
Short and wide, and he really flashed it hard. Another boundary here. Sam Bear, he just needs to bowl slightly on those stumps, cramp him for room, bowl wicket to wicket.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to test the batter with a short delivery, but in the end it just turned out to be a nothing ball. It was a loosener. Short once again, and another boundary. Bear clearly we can see he's struggling, and also with that pace which he's having, I don't really think he's going to cause a lot of troubles to these batters.
Yeah, that is not the length on a slow wicket. Ball is really coming on to the bat under lights. It is just sliding on beautifully.
Well, there's one delivery which we haven't seen much today overall, Asghar Khan, in all 3 matches. I'll tell you more about that after this ball. Oh, that is a no-look shot. A thunderous hit. It's a gigantic. It's a biggie. And this man seems to be unstoppable.
That goes to show his talent as well. Terrific blow. Great base. And he didn't bother to look at that one as well. But have a look at that. Has gone a long way back, over long on for 6.
Yeah, you can call whatever you want to. Finesse, arrogance. Everything was there in that shot. Elegance. My word. It was Wharton who was taking the charge. But Luxton said, hang on. I'm joining the party as well. Couple of boundaries and then a huge maximum. What's next? Goes hard and clears the inner fielder. This is absolute carnage here in the middle.
Yorkshire, they're just rollicking along at the moment. These two are just toying with this bowling attack. Another solid blow down the ground. Lovely technique. Firm base and just hitting through the line.
Such a dangerous customer is Luxton. Took his time initially, but now all of a sudden he's decided, right, I'm going to shift gears. And look at what he's done. 4, 4, 6, 4. And looking at the body language of Sam Bear, you can tell he is under some pressure at the moment. Is that going to go towards the boundary? I don't really think so. And also we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire if that was a leg by or has it come off the bat. Yeah, he's got that off the bat. So another 2 runs to his tally.
What a big over. 20 runs so far. 3 4s and a 6 and a couple. Well, Sam Bear is quite expensive so far. 1 for 36. Shot. And it's been pulled away and just gets enough on it to go away from mid-wicket and long on field. Another couple to end the over, which was a very expensive one. 4 overs gone, 61 for 1 Yorkshire.
Well, it looks like the captain has decided that he needs to take a charge and he's introduced himself into the attack. It's going to be Simon Harmer. Going to see him for the first time. Reverse sweeps him but finds the fielder. Well, what do you just make of this decision? Asghar Khan bringing himself into the attack. Nothing to take away. Of course, Simon Harmer is a very experienced cricketer. He's got a few tricks under his sleeve, but when Luxton and Wharton are in this kind of a mood, do you think that's the right move?
Well, it's a tough one to answer because he wants to change the pace of the game. And has he taken it? Yes, he has. So the move has paid off. He's took a bit of gamble and he's got the breakthrough. Terrific reflexes to hang on to a terrific catch.
Well, we just saw one blinder a couple of overs ago, and tell me about this one then. What is that? It's the Superman, the captain himself, Simon Harmer. He's taken an absolute screamer to dismiss a set batter Luxton. And that is one catch you could just keep on watching all day, all night. Much needed wicket going down. It's 62 for 2. So the plan and the move and the decision has worked in the favor of the captain. Swept away and swept away fine. So straight away after he's picked up a wicket, a new batter who's just made his way in the middle. And straight away taking the charge and swept away to precision.
Terrific shot, great intent. No fuss whatsoever. Yes, they lost a wicket. That's the modern day game plan from these players. Straight away, looking to get on with it.
Yeah, they're just ensuring that they keep up with the momentum. They don't want to break the rhythm. And Tatasal is just walked in on the very first ball. He's just gone down on one knee and swept that beautifully in that vacant area towards the deep square leg. 66 already on the board and we're into the 5th over. Nicely played. This is very smart and sensible approach by the new man who's just walked in, Jonathan Tatasal.
Wonderful momentum here for Yorkshire. Lost 2 wickets, but have a look at the current run rate. Almost 14 and a half. They're just cruising. Got to keep on picking up wickets. ESSEX. Outside half of the bat. Racing down to third man. Fast outfield. The ball wins. Desperate effort.
Yeah, that effort is certainly not going to please the captain Simon Harmer. They should have been stopped. He did all the hard part. He did reach onto the ball and put in that hard dive, but just at the nick of the time, made a mess of the most easier thing is just to pull the ball back into the play. So already 10 runs have been picked up and they're running away with the show already. 71. Last delivery. Tossed up, outside edge, chance, gone. Well, another one bites the dust.
This is terrific bowling here from Sam Harmer. Picking up 2 wickets. He's got both the set batters out. Looking to work it through the onside. That was a straighter delivery and a simple catch. 2 wickets. ESSEX desperately needed those breaks. 5 overs gone. 71 for 3 Yorkshire.
The captain Simon Harmer realizing that the 2 batters, the set batters, they were running away with the show, and that's where he decided, right, it's high time I should be introducing myself into the attack. And look what he's done. He's dismissed both the set batters, James and alongside him, his partner as well. So now two new batters in the middle. It's going to be Matthew Reves and Tartasol. Once again, they'll have to stitch up a partnership and do the rebuild up work.
They're going along really nicely in terms of the run rate. They just need to occupy the crease now, work the ball into the gaps, and don't lose wickets. They lost 3 in the previous over, 2 wickets to the skipper Sam. Now it's a rebuilding phase. Worked away on the onside. It'll just be a single. Wayward throw, but no damage done.
Talking about the captain Simon Harmer, that man, he's got loads, tons of experience. He's played so much franchise cricket. He's gone on to represent Durban Super Giants, Titans, Warriors, Sunrisers, Eastern Cape. My word. And when you have such experience, you know how to be bowling and tackling in these kind of situations and scenarios. And that is exactly what he did tonight as well. Clipped away, it's aerial. And that's a magnificent shot. He knew that there's nobody patrolling towards the deep mid wicket, timing it to perfection.
I didn't try to hit it hard. Just the placement. He's looked busy at the crease ever since he walked out. Wonderful shot. Just using the angle and placement. Just top class. Wickets are falling, but runs are flowing here for Yorkshire. 77 for 3. Oh, he was looking to make room and he tried to follow him down the leg side of wide. A loosener.
Yeah, Shane Snater should consider himself lucky, because if he would have gotten any bat on this one, this would have gone towards the boundary, and also marginally very close to be also given as a no ball. So it was almost on that waistline height.
Yeah, going for that Yorker in difficult conditions. With the dew really coming in, it's difficult to execute those Yorkers. Nice straight drive along the carpet. And that is a one hell of a stroke. What a beautiful sight. Watching an on drive back past the bowler for 4.
Yeah, straight out of the coaching manual. And the key was the balance. He did not fall over when he was trying to play a straight drive in full control. And that's a glorious stroke. Of course, just reminded me one of the greats, Sachin Tendulkar. He used to be a master when it comes to playing down the nice little drives down the ground.
Oh, absolutely. None better than Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. Worked away fine again. Placement is top class. Runs are absolutely flowing here for Yorkshire.
Well, he's just toying with Snater at the moment. And this shot, he was in control once again, a short delivery. He knew there's a huge real estate towards the deep square leg, and intentionally not trying to be over aggressive, just placing it gently and playing it along the carpet. And that was the key to success. It's turned out to be an expensive over, quite contrasting to what we saw in the last over, where we got to see 2 wickets falling down. But this one has been proving to be expensive.
What a power play here for Yorkshire. Loose delivery again. And help on his way for 4 more. Jonathan is really putting up a show here. 90 for 3 after 6 overs. Exactly 15 runs per over they're going currently. And they're running away with the show. 6 done, 90 for 3 Yorkshire. Change of bowling here. Bring the leg spinner on. Terrific stuff from the wicketkeeper of Yorkshire, Jonathan Tattersall. 22 of 7 deliveries. And desperately need wickets on regular intervals here to put any sort of pressure back on Yorkshire. These two are looking busy. Good use of the feet. Tough conditions to bowl leg spin, especially wrist spin is a difficult art, most difficult art in cricket. Beautiful evening and the families enjoying themselves. Easy as you like. Lovely rotation of the strike. .93 for 3. Worked away fine. A little bit of improvisation. It's going to take some catching up, and the fielder can't get to it. Again, Jonathan with a lovely little paddle sweep. Clever batting. Really using the angles. And this fast outfield always value you. Lots of runs. Terrific evening here in Yorkshire. They're just cruising at the moment. 97 for 3. 6.4 overs. Oh, that was a good ball. Pushed it through a little quicker and opting to play off the back foot. That one went straight on. They desperately need this man, Jonathan. Use of the feet. It's a no ball. Well. Just overstepping the mark here. As a leg spinner, as a spinner bowling a no ball, it's quite disappointing for him and the skipper. This will allow a free hit for Jonathan Tattersall. He goes reverse and he misses it. 7 done, 98 for 3. Summer Hammer bringing in the changes. And that one has been pulled away with power. Good placement, couple of runs here. Look, Benkenstein has been given a ball. 100 up here for Yorkshire. Just in 7.1 overs. This is terrific onslaught. Right from the outset. They looked positive and assured. Foot movement from the most of the batters has been terrific. Once again, lovely placement on the offside. Another couple of runs. It's all about the confidence and the ability to rotate strike and get runs of good deliveries. That wasn't a bad delivery at all. He just find a way to get it past covers. Punching it off the back foot. No real pressure at the moment on these two. Jonathan Tattersall, he's looked really good. 27. Full toss and just worked away on the onside. It's all too easy at the moment. 104 for 3. Just perfect timing. Picking the gaps. Busy. Already they got 6 runs of the first 4 deliveries without picking up a boundary. They've been busy at the crease. Just like that. Without any fuss. They're rotating strike. Sam Harmer, he's got to do something here. To be fair, he's trying his bowling combinations, bringing in the changes, but difficult conditions, I will say. That was a big toss to win for Yorkshire. And bowling first has really gone in their favour. Tremendous sweep shot. All along the carpet. 9 of the over. Without taking much risk. 8 overs gone. 107 for 3. Nice drive on the offside. And gets it past the fielder. Will be at least couple here. Nothing much happening at the moment here for ESSEX with the ball. These two are looking in absolute control at the moment. Use of the feet, taking it on the full. This is fascinating viewing such quality batting. Just rotating the strike, being busy at the crease. Very relaxed looking dugout. Plenty of experience and class there. The batters are doing a fine job. I was initially looking to play that sweep shot, then he had to adjust his shot at the last second. Jonathan Tattersall played brilliantly so far, 30 of 15. Wicketkeeper of Yorkshire. This time, upish! And it's taken against the runner play, trying to force something off the back foot and finds the fielder on the offside. Just was looking to hit it up and over extra cover. Sliced it to backward point. A breakthrough here for ESSEX. They'll be hoping this is the breakthrough which is going to really cause few troubles for Yorkshire. 110 for 4 now. Tattersall goes for 30. Much needed breakthrough for Essex. Goes for that reverse flick. Doesn't get past the fielder. Successful over comes to an end. 9 gone, 110 for 4. Sam Harmer bringing himself on after his successful opening over. It was a brilliant catch. The left-hander blinder to break that partnership. He's ringing in the changes. Different strategies, different angles. Lofted down the ground. .63 more required. Almost run a ball. Under 6 runs per over. It's been a great run chase from Yorkshire. Head of the rate. Looked really proactive at the crease. All the batters. The left-hander, Jordan. On strike. Lofted. Straight down the ground and all the way for 6. How easy is that? He's made it look ridiculously easy. Lovely strike. Terrific blow. Not much spin here for Sam. It was an easy stroke for him. Lovely balance at the crease. Straight away, clear intent here. Worked away on the onside. So runs are just flowing here. Leg bias is the signal from Kashif Billah, the umpire. 57 more required. It's been a terrific performance from Yorkshire. Adapting to the conditions quickly. Forced off the back foot on the offside for another single. Good signs here for Yorkshire early on in the campaign. Everybody getting a hit. Timing the ball nicely. These two. Round the wicket, last ball of the 10th. Lofted again. And this time he's picked out the man. So Simon Harmer picking up another wicket. He's got 3. That was a firm hit. But unfortunately, this time it doesn't get the elevation. Caught at long on. 5 down. Yorkshire, they got to be a little careful. They're just throwing their wickets a little easy at the moment. 119 for 5 after 10 overs. Oh, very nicely bowled. Opting to play him off the back foot. Just hurried him on that occasion. Got to be careful. Got to look to get forward here. .120 for 5. Can't afford to lose any more wickets here. This phase of the game, nicely bowled and nicely tucked away on the onside. That was the quicker delivery. The top spinner going straight on. They need a just decent partnership. The head of the rate, run a ball required. Partnership of 30 odd will do the job for them. Loose delivery and pulled away. Didn't quite found the middle of the bat on that occasion. Just a single. Tom Bess comes into the middle. Such a utility cricketer, can bat as well. Loads of experience at the top level. He'll be looking to steer Yorkshire home here. Nothing much to do at this stage of the game. All they need to just milk those singles. An out boundary will do. Third game of the opening day in Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. Thrashed through the offside with on offer, and he's really latched on to that one. Terrific strike. 4 more. Look at that stride down the pitch. It was too full and it was quick as well. Missed his length, paid the price. Revis is a tall man. He's got those long levers that reach as well. And then he combines power with efficient footwork, getting to the pitch of the ball and working it into the gaps. 11 gone, 128 for 5. The skipper continues. Sam Harmer has picked up 3 wickets. Oh, what a good shot here from Revis. Once again, the power of this man. He does pack a punch. Terrific blow here. Just use the angle. The ball spinning back into him. Gone right over mid-wicket's head. Vacant mid-on and mid-wicket gap. 4 runs. They're just cruising at the moment, Yorkshire. They lost 5 wickets but didn't allow the momentum to drift back in favor of ESSEX. Nicely bowled. A little slow through the air. Tough conditions here, especially for the spinners. And bowling second time around in the evening was always a tough ask. Loose, but it doesn't get past that short fine fielder. Reeves will be touch disappointed. He had the opportunity to just place it anywhere on that leg side behind square. Full toss and easy pickings here, but unfortunately he's picked out the man. That is a rare long hop and bottom of the bat. And even Sam Harmer pleasantly surprised because he's thrown his wicket away here. Unfortunately, he was looking so good. 6 down, Yorkshire. Is there a twist in the tail? Who knows? But Sam Harmer picked up his 4th wicket, 132 for 6. $132 for 6. Jafar Chauhan is the new batter. Good stuff here from Sam. Drawing him forward first, delivery slow through the air. The towels are out there. But they are back in the game. An outside chance here for them. They need 4 wickets. ESSEX, they're just hanging in here. And down the leg side, it'll be a wide. So that's how they need to think at this stage. Yorkshire can't afford to lose wickets. They got the experience of Dom Bess in the middle, the captain. Another wicket and they really will be under pressure here. Worked away fine. Doesn't get past that fielder, but quick single to end the 12th over. 133. In fact, 134 for 6 after 12.
Well, the captain, Simon Harmer, is certainly putting up a show. 4 wickets already, and he has still 1 more over to bowl. So a lot is going to be expected from the captain himself. What an opportunity to really pick up a wicket or 2 at this stage, because 2 new batters are there in the middle. It's going to be Thane, the new bowler. We're going to see him for the first time in this match. So the captain opting to bring a new bowler, and that's the 7th bowling change we are witnessing. We're just into the 13th over. Simon, he's got 1. Then what are the options left? Matthew Critchley, he's got a couple of overs under sleeve. Luke Bengenstein, he was slightly expensive, so I'm not too sure if Simon, the captain, is going to throw the ball to Luke at this stage. He would rather opt to come himself, or Critchley could be one option as well. On the other end, Dom Best, the captain, all he has to do is just stay in the middle. That's it. Because they've already gotten the runs on the board and they need only 38 runs, and they've got plenty of overs to achieve so, because the required run rate is now gone below 5 runs per over. Singles and doubles will do the job. Yeah, still they're smiling, feel that the match is in their grasp. That smiles will go away very quickly if they lose another wicket or two. They were cruising at one stage, and then the captain Simon coming in and chipping it with 4 wickets. So rebuild up work needs to be done by Jafar Chauhan, and of course with him will be someone who will be giving him a lot of confidence in the middle. It's the captain himself, Don Bess. Nicely ball, playing it with soft hands. This is a very smart approach. I'm pretty much optimistic Captain Dom Bess would have given instructions, and that is to just keep on picking up the singles and doubles. Even if you play out a few dot balls, it doesn't matter, because you've got a lot of overs after this. Still 7 more overs to go and not many runs needed. But risk is something which they can't afford to take at this stage. Another wicket and you'll be running into the tail. And that's where the bowlers of Essex, they will know at the back of their minds they're 1 more wicket away. He's rammed that, got himself into a bit of an awkward position, but somehow he's done well to play that fine towards the fine leg region above the keeper. Look at that. Yeah, that is improvisation at its best. Had to do something different. So they've already gotten the runs desired in this over. No real need of any unnecessary risks to be taken. Yeah, it's a beautiful evening here in Abu Dhabi in Tolerance Oval, and a few spectators, families out there enjoying a game of cricket. And what else can you ask for? Essex versus Yorkshire. What a tremendous game are we witnessing, which could go any way. Beautiful. That's a glorious looking stroke. He's pumped it down the ground with the full face of the bat. Noah Thane, he was bowling so well until these last 2 deliveries. Look at that balance and control. Just a simple push down the ground, knowing the mid-off was in the circle. He's hit towards the boundary. 145 for 6 after 13. Well, it's going to be Matthew Critchley to be bowling his third over. He's picked up 1 wicket. That's been cut away. It's racing away towards the boundary, and he's done extremely well. But maybe the umpire would want to have a recheck on that one, because that was mighty close. And was he in contact with the skirting when he was trying to keep the ball in play? It's a good little shot. Just there. Yeah, umpire thought he's done well. Brilliant stuff. They've ran the first one hard. They're looking for 2. They're going for it. Magnificent. This is brilliant coordination between the two. And it just feels like they have given hope now. 150 comes up in 13.2. Shows that the top of the batters, everybody got starts. But none of them could really turn those starts into big one tonight. Apart from Will Luxton, he played extremely well, and Johnny Tattersall. 6 boundaries to his name. And now the captain Dom Bess and Jafar Chauhan, they're just milking it around and doing it with utmost ease and not really taking any unnecessary risks and chances, which clearly is not really required at this juncture. All you have to do is just stay in the center and keep things simple. Oh, brilliant work. Excellent bit of fielding on his own bowling. And I think it's now high time. It has to be Simon Harmer, the captain. He's got 1 over under his sleeve. Need to come and bowl. He's the one who's been asking a few questions, causing troubles for the batters, was getting turned. A lot of bite off this wicket. And this has been the problem. The towels are out. There's a lot of dew. And this has been one of the setbacks for Team Essex. The dew has been the spoil sport. It's just not getting any easier for the spinners to grip the ball. Such tough conditions, especially for someone who's a wrist spinner. Now this has been hit hard. Oh, could have been a one-handed blinder as well. We've seen a couple of them already before in this very game. And this could have been third one on the trot. Nonetheless, adding salt to the wounds. It's gone for a 1 bounce boundary. And now inching closer to victory, because all they need is 19 in the last 6 overs. It's 155 for 6 after 14. Ten runs coming in the last over. It's going to be Noah to continue. His second over pulled away, and he's done extremely well. The fielding has been the highlight in this innings by the Essex fielders. They've done a magnificent job. Of course, there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Their management, their coaching staff, given all their efforts to ensure that their team bring out their A game, and certainly both the teams have really fought hard. But in the end, it's Yorkshire at the moment are having an upper hand and running away with the show. Beautiful stroke. Oh my word. I could just watch this all day and night. Stand and deliver. Elegance pouring from the blade of the captain. Look at that. Hold your pose, mate. One for the photographer, please. Straight as an arrow. And that is one shot which usually we don't really see in a T20 format. The on drive, it was played towards the on side. Usually we see batters create room and try to play towards the extra cover or down the ground towards long off. But it just gives you, it's just a testament to the fact he's batting with a very straight bat. That's one way to play in a T20 format, to play it towards the V region, down the ground, one of the safest shots to opt. So already 6 runs have been picked in this over, and they need below 3. Yeah, the match is now, I think, pretty much done and dusted, unless and until they can pick up 2 wickets, and that too in a flurry. Yeah, this is not going to help the cause. I just feel that they've just given away the game now. This 11 is all they need. What is surprising that the captain, he hasn't come on to ball. That over of his has certainly gone down to the drain, because only 11 is needed in the next 5.2. Yeah, talking about Dom Bess. A fantastic captain. I think his leadership in the field, it's been really inspiring. He's got the best out of his mates today. That's a sharp bumper. The umpire has spread his arms wide open and has given that as a wide. So Sam Cook reintroduced into the attack. Yeah, that's a good decision. It was way above the head, and hence called as a wide, and also one for the over. Yeah, he's got a very calming presence, and he's got that knack of adapting high pressure situations, which is quite admirable. Of talk about Dom Bess. Lovely, magnificent batting here. And it's the captain, Dom Bess. He seems to be in a hurry. There was a bit of a stutter, turbulence, but this is exquisite stuff, to say the least. Astonishing stuff by the captain, Dom Bess, taking the matters in his own hands and ensuring there's no more hiccups. There were a few, because they lost 6, and that's when they needed around 35-40. Now just one big hit away to win their first game of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. Worked away towards fine leg, just a single. So we'll have to wait and see if Jaffer is being given a go-ahead and a nod from his captain. Right, Jaffer, I'm giving you the permission. Why don't you just try to hit this out of the park and finish this game with a glory hit? Time will tell. It's 169 for 6 after 15. All this has been an all-round performance by team Yorkshire, first with the ball, and now they're doing it with utmost ease. Just the one big hit required, and it just looks like Dom Bess is in a hurry and wants to finish this game off in style with a glory maximum. Yeah, talking about first the bowlers, they were brilliant. Jaffer Chauhan, very economical. Dom Bess, the captain himself, he might be a strong contender to be getting the player of the match, because he's picked up 2 wickets, and also he is unbeaten on 27. So the captain taking the charge and leading from the front. Drives it. An excellent bit of fielding. There was 4 runs written all over from the moment it hit his bat, but he's done well. Was traveling with a few knots, and also Jordan Thompson, he was economical too, picked up a wicket for his team and couldn't really contribute much with the bat. But you can see the middle order batters, all of them getting double figures. Just shows that they came out with an intent. And that was to score quick runs, made easy for their team. Another boundary. So just 1 to win. The scores are level. And it is the captain, Dombes, will have the privilege to take his team over the line and register the first victory in Abu Dhabi County's Super Cup. We've seen a couple of early games. It was Nottinghamshire winning the second game against Saka, and the first one, Somerset, comfortably winning their first game, and that too was against South Asian Cricket Academy. And this one also has been pretty much a one-sided encounter. So they're opting to bring the fielders in the circle, or rightfully so, because all they need is just 1 run. Snater, it's not his nights today. It's been quite expensive. And there you go. That's the winning shot. That's going to seal the deal for Dombes. He hits the winning runs and takes his team over the line. This has been a fantastic knock, all-round performance by the captain, Dombes. First, of course, with the ball, and now came out to bat when his team was 6 down and they were in a bit of a bother. But he came in and steadied the ship, stood tall, stayed calm, and no fuss in the end. They have chased this down comfortably in the 16th over and have won this game by 4 wickets. Well, that's the batting card. You can just see, and will give you a clear indication that all the batters have really gotten off to great starts. Apart from Jordan Thompson, couldn't really get going. Apart from him, all the other batters have gone on to score double figures. So shows the depth in their batting lineup. And clearly, I think this is one side to look for. Yorkshire are a star-studded side and have ensured to cross the line and win easily against Team Essex. Well, talking about the bowling performances, there were a few notable performances. If you look at Matthew Critchley, he bowled well. And Sam Bair, he picked up a wicket but was very, very expensive. Simon Harmer, why did not he bowl that last over? 3 overs, 24 and 4 important wickets. Other than that, you can see the bowlers, it was a night of a struggle. Couldn't really land the ball in the right areas. And also, of course, the dew, the moment it arrived, it just became a big, big concern for the spinner, especially to grip the ball and land in the right areas. A total of 6 extras is what they've given, which is a good news for Team Essex. That's the match summary of match number 3. Essex batting first. 173 is what they scored. Thane was the top scorer, 39 in 19. Michael Pepper, he was amazing with 38 in 35. Jafar Chauhan picking up 2. Dombes, the captain, leading from the front, picks up 2. And in reply, Yorkshire chasing it down comfortably in 15.4. And once again, you can see Dombes, even in the batting, because that was an all-round performance. Luxton Tattersall also contributing well. And it was Yorkshire have won their game easily. It was a one-sided encounter by 4 wickets. Right then, we're just going to take a short little break, and once we are back, we're going to have Asghar Khan down in the center for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. In the match number 3, Yorkshire won the toss and elected to bowl first, and it turned out to be a great decision, restricting ESSEX to 163 as 173 for 6 in 20 overs. In reply, Yorkshire cruised to victory towards the end with 4 wickets in hand in 15.3 overs. All it took them, and it took a captain's performance, an all-round performance, which earns him the man of the match. It's going to be Tom Bess with 2 wickets with the ball and 32 with just 19 deliveries to finish off. Many congratulations. Perfect start to the tournament, and that toss played a huge role towards the end.
Yeah, I think the way it was pretty wet by the end, you could sort of pierce the gaps and almost go for 4. So it was, it was a pretty convincing win in the end, but I thought it sort of started certainly from the openers, setting the tone.
Everything falling into place in the first game. How confident are you going forward in this competition?
Yeah, I think we play tomorrow morning, and there's obviously going to be a change of teams as well, so like more opportunity. But I think the mantra, sort of how we're going to play, is pretty aggressive, which is exciting to watch.
Your experience obviously helping a lot of youngsters. There's a lot of talent in Yorkshire.
Yeah, loads of talent. Look at the opening partnership and the number 3, and then you go 5 and 6 as well. They're all fairly young lads that strike a pretty clean ball.
Well, for the rest of the tournament, enjoy the victory.
Cheers, thank you, mate.
That was Tom Best with his all-round performance, which sealed the deal for Yorkshire. That's it for now. We will be back with more action tomorrow morning.